Hello, and welcome to a match between Piechoty Tanner and Save the Mustang here, also known as Stan the Man, I think, or Stanislavski. So, Polish Civil War here. Only two Vickers coming in, just completely giving up this flag. Save the Mustang here, being very, very experienced with First Polish. If you ever faced him, he loves this division. Lots of Cromwells, lots of Crusader AAs, Piats, Sturm 5, two recon cars, then very light in the north as well. Really just flooding the center here with forces. And now this is a tactic that I've seen a couple of times before. I believe Emperor Nate, sorry for the PTSD of mentioning that name, but Emperor Nate developed a strategy that was quite effective with 20th Panzer, where you just essentially give up every other flank and go all in with tanks in one section of the map to try and delete it as much as possible. And it seems to be the plan here for Stan the Man. Recon plane, PO2, there's the Ulster Mark III. There is AA for both players out already, so this Ulster won't be too effective, but these S3s are going to have to stop a lot of Cromwells here. M42 coming up in the north there. Multiple M42s. So, it's Percy in the half-track. All quiet on the northern front. Southern front has been taken. Machine gun's kind of going to be preventing there. The what's it called? The Stuart goes down. The Cromwell, these units really got to be careful not to engage. It does take a penetrating hit there. Sherman 3s are going to be moving in first. That's really what you should be doing there. The Z3s have a lot slower chance at killing them. But now that the Cromwells are moving forward, as well as the Shermans, versus this 3-gun, going to get pinned down quite heavily. The second one is also being targeted down here by multiple tanks. One Cromwell already having gone down from looks of things. Not quite, but this 3-guns do go down. T-34Es deployed immediately, and two more coming in as the second tick hits in here. Odds of Carney going to get forced back. Might even surrender here. It's not careful. Cromwell zooming up the road. Scout car here. The 50 cal. Nothing here has any ability to fight back, really, so until those T-34s arrive, and even the T-34s do have to be relatively careful. The Cromwell only with 70 penetration, but if you do get them close and with a lot of units, they can still be rather dangerous. This 3 goes down as well. And now, if the Shermans get up close and personal with these T-34s, the Shermans definitely have guns that are more than able to penetrate them, so as long as the Cromwells are then fighting it off. But the Cromwells are actually veering off here. A miss on that one, so these are going to be able to close the distance. Potentially these T-34s might be able to get involved from range as well. 3-star scout car. Interesting here. But the double Crusader AAs here are going to be forcing off the IL-2. Very important that you do have those. As they do not only help with infantry being armored AA vehicles, they just tear aircraft out of the sky, but also for, you know, whenever you've got a tank push to that degree, you do want AA protection, and a static piece just isn't enough sometimes. One Cromwell goes down. T-34s looks like they're backing off, waiting for reinforcements here. So this engagement might not be as decisive as Stan the Man perhaps wanting. Of course, this a recon sneak? I gotta say, that's a little bit of an interesting tactic there, considering it has no radio and no AT capabilities, but I guess if you want to know what your enemy's got, as the Crusader AAs here are gonna finish off these flags here. Does put it to a 13-11 for Stan the Man, but one flag down here, of course, having not contested it at all. Gonna have to find a way to either recapture that, which is very hard when you've already lost the flag down here, or alternatively, just manage to push this north as well. There's an M3 scout car and a Sherman 3 here coming in. The Streltsy LKM does only have a PTRD. Maxims are forced to fall back. Two Piats, especially with Piats actually, are going to make their way into these buildings, so T-34s do have to be a little bit careful, can't directly run up, but the Tanner has done an excellent job of warding off this armor here, and choosing not to engage them with the T-34Es. I would say the T-34Es are a little bit more cost-efficient than the Cromwell, just because of that armor. But Cromwell's definitely not bad either, and it's fairly... The Cromwell is cheaper than a T-34E, but it's a matter of like 10-15 points here. So Bazri is coming in as well with the Piet and the HE grenade there. Dangerous unit. Or rather, a unit that a lot of people don't expect is that you have the slightly longer range AT with an HE shell. But not exactly the strongest unit in the world at taking out infantry at anything other than 100 meters. Cromwell getting right up in the face of these units though. Piechoty doing its best. As the scout car and the M55 treks here. Get up close and personal. Units are going to go down. Looks like their Cromwell was just taking fire from the flamer as the Streltsy surrenders here. More Streltsy to the center here. Ooh, Crusader area does have to be a little bit careful there. Moving over to the side here, the T-34s might actually get the jump on it. They actually see it already. Yeah. Ooh, that would be a dangerous kill. Come on. Oh, it's retreating. Can it get away in time? It's taking one hit already. Those are 2-star T-34s now. But no, doesn't look like it. Cromwell's getting involved though. 3-star Cromwell, so... Ooh, there's actually Commander coming up now. Wow. That really gives these the rate of fire increase that they need to kind of help deal with T-34s. But 2-star is not too shabby either. And some of these Cromwells have taken a little bit of damage. The engagement looks like it's being forced here. The T-34s might focus on the Cromwell, or on the Shermans here, which is not really what you would want to see. There's also a crossfire going on. One T-34 goes down, one Cromwell went down over here. Lots of fire on the Streltsy LKM for the time being. And these half-tracks do have to be a little bit careful from the PTRD, but the 50 cal should be able to take care of those, no problem. Side fire from the T-34 here, though. Ain't gonna move in now. Interesting to see a Cromwell 7 Commander here. These do have a little bit more armor, the Cromwell 7s. And I believe even a slightly higher penetration gun. Nope, same gun. Same 75mm. This, oh, what is it? Is it like a 6-pounder? I believe it's 57mm in any case. Cromwells do have to be a little careful here. They are engaging the T-34s alone. Oop. One gets the kill, though, at this close range. The 90 armor of the T-34 not holding up. Sherman also getting a shot in. T-34, the rate of fire increase on those Cromwells really paying off there. Wow, very interesting playstyle here. But lots of T-34s coming in. Su-76s as well. U-2's constantly coveted to provide recon here, but the Crusader AAs are still up and running. Superzi, though, taking fire from the Streltsy. This is why keeping the half-tracks alive in this division, I feel, is so important. And I'm not exactly sure if they do get 50 cal half-tracks, but I'm not a fan of these 30 cal half-tracks. So, Cromwell 7 here, taking a fight with the T-34E. That would, I'd say, was a little bit more dangerous, but the other Cromwell's also moving up for support. Superzi gonna get forced back here. One T-34 goes down. At this kind of level, they do have great rate of fire. Second T-34 goes down. Wow, that Cromwell 7 with the direct support there is really paying off. Gonna ping the 37mm. Section's already out, and are gonna be taking shots at that. Sherman 3 should have radio on that. Yeah. So, as long as this isn't moving. But it definitely is. Tanner, one of the better players in the game. Division 1. Is well aware of the danger of leaving his AA. Well, unmolested, let's say. 45 mil coming in, though. 45 mil probably being the correct counter, really, to these Cromwells. Though, saying that if you do get enough of them on target, they're relatively dangerous. Crusader AA going to be trying to force off the IL-2, but this is almost out of ammo, having used up a lot of it. Oop. Ooh, if the Hurricane went after the IL-2, that might actually be able to get the kill there with 420 mils. Spitfire coming in for it. But not going to be fast enough, likely. It's only a single Streltsy left here. The Streltsy LKM doing a very good job at firing, and then when they get pinned back, falling down and taking less... falling back and then taking less damage. Sexton's still firing. Looks like the Dishka truck is going to get pinned down, but that's all it'll do. It's not great on target there. Interesting to see AA being pinged when there's no really units, and now we see T-70s coming out. And now 14 for 10, this is really good for the balanced player. So as we enter into Phase B, Tanner's going to have to make use of this income disparity of 40 points to 50 points? No, 40 points. to get back into this game and really force a 15-9. Definitely possible, though. There are relatively light amount of units here. And now, even with this Cromwell 5 here, a push could be attempted. The Chelsea's will be able to take like firing shots at any transports coming in, but if they are half-tracks, they'll get in just fine. And save the Mustang to take in his Superzi in half-tracks. Might be out of them now, though. I think they only do get one card. But lots more Cromwells coming in, as well as 2 more Crusader AAs. Not sure if I really like the call of 2 Crusader AAs, as the Cromwell 7 is actually going to come back to give the Sexton's veterancy. Once you've used it on the front line, should be fairly good at that, but now the concentration of forces is almost in the favor of Tanner here. Stan the Man very much having split up his forces. Not the best idea, in my opinion. Cromwell does go down. 2-star Su-76s. Sherman 3 is at risk here. There's also an AT gun here. Ooh, the misses from those Su-76s. First one goes down. This does aim relatively fast, but the armor cracked there, and the crit takes it out. Also, multiple Crusaders coming in when what you really need is Cromwells right now. Streltsy moving forward. This is the one with the heat shell, right? The regular Strelky. It's funny. Streltsy versus Streltsy. Obviously, I'm not Polish, so take what you can get there, but yeah. Also interesting not to see any more leaders. I guess suppose the Shermans did go down, which is disastrous when you've got a Cromwell. So another Sherman coming in to replace that. Give it some veterancy to the front line. Superzi engaging early. Against Flamer, it's not so bad, but all that needs to happen is one MG unit position itself down here, and that is a very dangerously dead Superzi. T-70, though, for now, not really at risk of too much. These Stuarts and the Cromwell could move forward to take it out, but could also just sit behind here. I suppose the Superzi does have a Piat, so that's something to worry about. Well, multiple Odds-Ilkarni coming in, though, and these are the disheartened Polish troops that we saw at the beginning of the game, and these are absolutely excellent. They're they're Stravniki that you don't need to manually fall back. They automatically fall back, right? So disheartened supposed to be like a bad thing? No, it's actually quite a good thing. Which is the scary part, really. It's just the LKM getting melted by the Orlican here. And yeah, now with 3 Odds-Ilkarni, a total of 60 men. Any infantry units in this town are going to melt, and perhaps even a little bit of an overinvestment, but they can certainly secure the ground there. T-34E also coming up. There's no armor really in the center here. Potentially Stuarts could move forward, but the Stuarts stand less of a chance than a Cromwell at taking out a T-34E, so always a bit of a dangerous engagement there. And yeah, we now see Superzi taking on the Chelsea without the half-track support. And that can get quite dangerous. Cromwell 7 here versus the multiple T-34s. At this kind of range, the extra armor of the Cromwell should hold up fairly well, but the Cromwell also doesn't really have great penetration, that probably being less than 50% chance to pen there. After the Scout Car pinning down the Odds-Ilkarnis, and now we really see the result here of these Odds-Ilkarnis being able to fall back. This one lost 1 man despite being shot at by like a 50 cal, right? Because as soon as you get pinned down, it just automatically falls back, and that oftentimes saves you from losing quite a couple of men. Lots more Odds-Ilkarni coming in, though. they're going to be able to clean this up no problem. Half track be taken care of by lots of PTRDs. There's like 50, 60 men here. Jeez. Now they're just going to be able to rush across this, and then the T-34 is going to take out the Cromwell 5, and Stand the Man can be in a very dangerous position here. Sherman 3, once again, not providing veterancy to anything, really. There's also an artillery leader now. That's B phase. Providing veterancy to infantry. That is going to be a little bit too slow to arrive. Cromwell 7. Oop. Cromwell 7 does have to be a little bit careful here. But it's going to take the engagement there with the T-34 also to trying to do work. And if you're using a Cromwell 7 as... Or if you're using a tank leader and it's not like a Panther tank leader as a fighting tool, this can get very dangerous for a second. All you need is one lucky crit, and like the lucky crit chance is something like 10%. Sherman 3 doing good work against the T-34s here. Shoot a kill from the Stuarts on it. T-34 does end up going down. Only a T-70 left here, but this Cromwell is getting pinned down. Driver knockout. There's multiple T-34 shooting at it. And this T-34 is not quite dead yet. Artillery leader too far forward, gonna get killed by the Onzokarnis here as the infantry that came up likely died to something. Big airplay in the north here too. Wow, lots of Spitfires, Yak 1s. Crusader A is getting involved. Cromwell 7 gonna retreat here. IL-2 coming in. Ooh. No, that's not even targeting anything. So he's gonna get forced back and might actually go down to the Spitfire. Nope, but this Spitfire is gonna get this IL-2. Yeah. Yak 1s. It's doing lots of circle strafing here. Ooh, Spitfire's got to veer out there. The Spitfire might get on the tail of one of these Yaks, though. As the Sherman 3 actually goes down to the T-34. Unfortunate, did a lot of work there for him, but not quite what you need. And now there's no MGs here to prevent these Onzokarnis from just pushing forward infinitely. Only really Stuarts in this Cromwell 7 left. And sure, it is a Cromwell 7. Really good tank here. One of the Spitfires going down. Second Spitfire going to be forced back by a 37mm. The Yak 1s are going to get away with that for now. T-34 went down, though. And the second one's going to take penetration as well. So Cromwell 7 really paid its dues here. Almost running out of AP shells. 6 shells left. Oh, man. The hero here. And now it is 14-10, so save the Mustang. Stand the Man. Does have to be relatively careful as another IL-2 comes in. Crusader A coming in the north, trying to prevent that. That's a dead 17-pounder, though. These IL-2s with the 250 kilogram bombs are extremely dangerous. And now, the circumstances of this match were such that I believe Tanner and Stan the Man were just sitting in like the Steel Division voice chat, and they wanted to throw together this game. The spectator was turned on, so it wasn't like a quick play match or anything. And that's actually how I caught it. I was just looking at the multiplayer list and happened to see it. But yeah, so 9-15. That's the crucial thing. Tanner was looking for. Lots of forces here have been forced back. BA-10M's coming in. Oh no! If this BA-10M manages to find some of these units, that is very dangerous. The Cromwell 7 is here, though. And the Sextons, they do have AP shells. They're not great AP shells, but they're more than enough to deal with the BA-10M, quite honestly. Oop, Tanner's got shoot at supply turned on. A good idea for 1v1s. But I prefer capturing supply. Oop, is that going to get away? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Cromwell 7's going to move up to the face of that BA-10M. Actually, that's a risky move to take to save a single supply to get that close to BA-10M with a commander unit that doesn't have like an impressive amount of armor. The Sextons are actually now firing at the supply as it has been captured. Ugh. That's funny. What a little thing here as the Sis-3s engage that Cromwell 7. Oop, don't put that on return fire. Come on. Come on, kill it. Captures the bed for it again. No tanks from the looks of it, but lots of T-70s coming in. Come on, Cromwell 7. You gotta be careful not to get side-shotted here. The second that it takes to rotate might actually be the end of it. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no, he's moving forward. Oh, and Cromwell goes down to B810M. That's terrifying. Oh, the command Cromwell producing the veterancy here and dying to a B810M. That's bad. Stuart's gonna have to take care of that now. The just move forward order really not being good there. Streltsy with Piet here. This is the 2 Bren one, a regular double Bren unit that Commonwealth divisions get. Although, saying this, Poland wasn't really in the Commonwealth, just Commonwealth equipped, being allies there. Crusader AA doing good close support against the Otsukarni here, but you see, these should be at like 40 units or something like that when they're healthy, I do believe. Or yeah, because we've each got 20, and they've only lost 8 man to what essentially amounts to the World War II equivalent of a minigun, right? Ooh, artillery leader also going down. Was also very far forward. And this Crusader AA is going to get some nice shots on the Otsukarni, but as the yellow cover actually sews up. That would B810M gets another Stuart. Damn. Unlucky there. Lots of T-70s coming in. I'm wondering if Tanner used all his T-34 cards already, but he's got Su-75s here. It is phase C now. 17-pounders coming in to deal with this Su-75 and the T-34 commander down south. Still no action to the south. Cromwell went down here, but died either the Su-85 and the T-70. Now Firefly's coming up to counter that, just in case it wants to continue to push forward. But, you know, wasting units on defensive postures when you're on the 59, maybe not the best idea. Should be trying to set up a push somewhere. Well, you do want to prevent a further collapse of this flank, for definite. Yak 9's coming in, just because they call in, right? You hear the enemy aircraft detect a noise, you immediately send the Yaks in, but not really required versus the Ostermark 3. Should be coming in. Cromwell 7, multiple Cromwell 7s here now. 70-pounder as well, being able to cover this off fairly well. So, theoretically speaking, these Cromwells could get up and personal. Do have to worry about Streltsies though, heat shells, and I believe they also get some SV2 Streltsies with, what's it called? Panzerfaust, which would be very dangerous. 1410 though, exactly what Sandman wants. Otsukarni's still relatively healthy, having taken down only about half their health, and this Crusader AA is actually going to fall back in the wrong building, or the wrong way. Should have definitely retreated down here. Does go down, which removes the AA from the north once again, which opens the way for IL-2 to deal with these Cromwell 7s, as well as other units. But now Crusader AA with the Polston, the triple Polston on there, coming in. And there's another Mark II comes in. Mark II-B versus the Mark II. I always like the Mark II-B better as a close support, but the regular Mark II is definitely more efficient versus just air with the double 20mm there. Stealthy Piet's moving forward. 2-star instead of 3-star. Loss of that commander was really bad, especially facing things like Otsukarni with triple DPs, but Cromwell 7's getting in support here. Zoed Connie put on return fire. Good idea there. Otsukarni versus the Stealthy Piet. Crusader AA is moving forward though. As soon as the Crusader AAs get on target, those are very dead. And Su-85 versus Cromwell 7. Su-85 definitely has the penetration even with the AP shells, but Cromwell 7 also has decent enough penetration to be able to deal with a Su-85. What I would be worried about though is this 17-pounder, which is a little bit out of position, I would say, because this position right here is very much loved to peek and shoot, and pretty sure you can do it even without getting inside of the 17-pounder. So definitely hard to position without getting shot at infantry. Saxons doing good work though. Could be doing better work if they were 2-star. Right, the RPM buff on the Saxons when they are upfitted is just crazy. And now we see, despite direct hits, as the Otsukarni is forced to fall back here and stuck in the building, they're really not taking a lot of damage despite being artilleried accurately. Right, it actually takes infantry now to start really killing this. Cromwell 7, there's 7, 8 T-70s. Actually, the Hurricanes come in. try to take them out. Not gonna do it though. Looks like the other Crusader did fall back. Isle 2 coming in though. Ooh. Ooh, and the T-70s here get side shot on the Cromwell. Wow. There's also these M42s that are well within range of this Cromwell. The T-70s can just shoot at its side, so that's gonna be worried. Yeah, shooter knockout. That's not gonna end well. This Cromwell 7 also goes down. T-70s rule the land here. Another Cromwell 7 coming out though. There's still Sherman 3 for these T-70s to have to deal with. Chelsea Piet here, dealing with Spursy Rocks. Should be a fairly good engagement as long as both of them get involved. From the looks of it, Spursy Rocks, just because the veterancy is gonna get the better of the first Piet in any case. So Ed Connie also should be able to see the 17-pounder, so not gonna be too interested in moving those tanks forward just yet. Texans now trying to get on these T-70s. Ooh, Cromwell 7 take a side shot there. Not what you want to see. Just the stealth of the yellow cover there being very good. Is actually... Oh no! Oh no! Oh, the Cromwell 7 goes down to another side shot. Oh, that's terrifying. Good use of these T-70s to really flank the enemy. This Cromwell's going to be just fast moving forward, so it's not at risk against shot. Does take it out, but the Cromwell up north does go down. T-70 and M42's getting the job done there. It's also potentially the PTRD. Cromwell 5 here. Second, Schultz Piet does manage to get the Spursy Rocks, but that's one less unit to deal with these Streltsy SVTs. Saying that, though, it has been the 26 minutes, and that's the magical mark that a lot of players wait for in balanced decks, really, to really start pushing, because that's when the income disparity starts to get larger. Up to this point, the Maverick player has had the advantage, but now it's firmly in the hands of the balanced player. It just gets worse with every take, almost double the income there. A lot you can do though with First Polish. It is very cheap. Looks like a C-face card at T-34Es for Tanner here. That is it's disgusting. Take it out there, T-34's face C. But I guess these T-70s did last him for B-face. A little bit better micro from Stan the Man here, and these T-70s would be a lot more of a first to wager with. Once again, 2-star recon coming in. Interesting that I like 2-star recon so much. I usually only take my recon 1-star, and then if I do need them, 3-star, which happens very, very rarely in like 2K matchups. I've usually got a commander in the area anyway for whatever tanks I'm using for that 2K engagement, right? You want a commander with your tanks or something like that. On Slutzwesk, I think, or Slutzisk. Either of the Slutz masks, really. But yeah, the 5-5 check. Ooh, should have killed from the PTRD, so can't get involved there. The Spursy are going to not get in the forest to deal with those. And the Oslo Carney, they're not bad at close range either. 13 Moses, 3 PSHs. Like, I would say that's still fairly good. And that's really what makes these dangerous, is the multi-role of these very, very chunky squads. Spursy and Dragoni here, ready to take back the center position. Two more recon Cromwells from the looks of things. This Cromwell having chased down the T-70 that was trying to sneak in the back there. Alright, now there's quite a bit of armor here, so no more armor down south. But trying to make this armor root out also Carney in green cover is going to be relatively hard. And that's really where tank divisions suffer, is that close range infantry to snuff out forests like this, right? Which is why I like Pancerna so much as an aside. But Pancerna is a bad division because it has no long range infantry. Cromwell 7 is an SU-85 here. That's SU-85. Loader wounded on the Cromwell. Looks like it's even got the alignment bug, but the T-34, or the Sherman here, does get a penetration. And this might go down. Oops, second Sherman also getting involved. And these T-70s now are actually firing at this Sherman 3. So the Sherman 3 can align here as long as this SU-85 keeps shooting at this one. And not going to get the bombs off. Ooh, the unit goes down in the half track to the Elzokarni. Next to the Elzokarni is a PTRD on the back of this Sherman. Does get forced to surrender though. SU-85 going down to this Sherman. Wow, what a game. T-34 it does have the side of the Sherman, and he's got to get out of there. Lots of T-34 here. Crew panicked. This might actually save this Sherman. Oh no, it does go down. Wow. The recon Cromwell apparently can't even see the Elzokarni. Wow. I'm surprised. Saperzi moving back. No, you should definitely push for it. But, hard to really say. It is a 12-12, so things do get dangerous for Tanner here. He is up on tickets. Not sure if this was a league-style game or anything. Definitely not in the league, in any case, them being in different divisions. Actually, I don't think Stan is even part of the league this season. But, yeah. Saperzi rocks, definitely. Having the upside on the Saperzi there. Working coming in. Gets a little bit of damage on these units. Forcing them to fall back. Crusaders coming in for the close range support. There's a T-34 here, though. And with the Cromwells once again being whittled down. Right, like, what can you do against this? Cromwell 4 is going to be able to shoot at it, though. And might actually get the kill there. It does get the kill. Important kill, but there's 3 more T-34s coming in. Wow. These T-34Es are just a menace. And really, there's no form of troops here to be able to take this out. You're going to need to use the Sextons to really push forward house by house if you want to take this out. And that is a lot of micro that you can't really afford at this stage in the game. Definitely the easy flag should be what you are going for here. Artillery leader coming up. As the Sherman is now going to get in close combat with 3 T-34s, gets 1 bounce, and immediately goes down. Sherman does not have the armor to deal with a T-34 at close range, despite having the better gun. Yak 1's coming in. Multiple Crusaders, though. This almost looks like a 20 mil. I guess it is. Is triple Coulson a triple 20 mil? Huh. I wonder which would be better then. The Mark 2B or the Mark II. Potentially the other one is a little bit more expensive. Strelke here coming in and might finish off this 17-pounder. No infantry reinforcements to take that out. Potentially might see a bomber or something like that come in from that. All quiet on the southern front once again. Nothing having gone down here. This flag firmly in the hands of Stan the Man again, but only a single Cromwell 7 to really take on these loads of T-34s. Potentially might be able to get a PN onto him. But also Carney on the side there with PTRD in the ass, which might actually reduce it. Or actually what can happen is the PTRD is going to force the Cromwell to turn. And then these T-34s, oh man, yeah, the T-34s are going to rush in. Ah, oh, that is nasty. And then force the Cromwell to turn again. And they're going to be able to get shots in before it turns, and bam, side shot it. 1 shot, 1 kill, right? Oh, it might have been actually 2 shots or so, and that immediately takes out the Cromwell 7 being a threat there. More infantry needed to come in. Not sure Cromwells are really the call here, but the Fireflies will definitely be of good use versus the T-34s there. Draconi falling back. Lots of infantry, more than enough to take out an artillery leader and a single Saperzi here. The Saperzi not having a machine gun. Cromwell 7 getting involved against the T-34s again. We have seen multiple T-34s going down 2 Cromwell 7s, but the last one was 2-star. And this one's going to get stressed a lot quicker. Firefly, though, is getting involved, and Firefly kills every shot it takes, right? Accurate and deadly, as it is going to get that second shot off and kill that T-34. More Dragoni coming in. Only 8-man squads. Not really a big fan of them. As one of the Crusader AAs go down to the mass T-34s here. And yeah, the T-34s are happy in the forest. Cromwells do have penetration on them. So, do have to be a little bit careful, but it forces. Really the threat here is the Piets. IL-2 coming in. There's still more than enough AA. Potentially the IL-2 called in as soon as he saw that AA getting killed. But you almost bring in these Crusaders for not their AA capabilities, but for their close range infantry capabilities as well. Cromwell does go down. 2 Dragonies here. Ooh. Piet number 1 does land. Piet number 2 looks like they're both fighting on the same thing, and the second Dragoni isn't pinned down yet. Piet number 2, oop, gets the kill. Wow, yeah, Altacardi though, putting down these Dragoonies. Ooh, and the Fireflies do get the snipe with the T-34 here. Armor's once again gone down in the north here, just a couple of M42s being reliant on to take care of that, but this flag in the center here has gone down, and with the 17-pounder going down here, Hurricane finally coming in to help deal with that, and the Dragoon not really standing a chance. These tanks suddenly become a very big threat to almost drive in, right? And hide in these buildings, just capturing this flag, so the Firefly can't shoot at them. Superzi gonna get forced back. Carney once again. Sexton's still firing. The loss of the supply truck there definitely hurts. But to get good pin downs here, it looks like the armor has once again managed to die. Su-85 moving forward. There's just this 2-star Zubidatsi here. Su-85 gonna take a pot shots at the Dragoon there, and because there's no AT or anything left, this flag's also very precarious. Now, just a small little position here of being able to shoot out in the open, a danger. Su-85 immediately gonna spot the 17-pounder and fall back. Actually pings that, and now not sure what the plan there was. The reverse like that, but 17-pounder does get the kill. An important kill, still 13-11. Stan the Man is still in this game. All he needs to do, really, is secure some important areas. And now, that's easier said than done, because you never know what's in here. The stealth SVTs do have Panzerfaust, and this half-track is going to go down, pushing it back to a 14-10. But half-track's in here now. Cromwells could move forward. There's only PTRDs in these M42s, so as long as you're using these units carefully and have some kind of recon with them, it shouldn't be too hard to clean out these units. I say that, there's 36 Streltsy in this green cover here, along with the Superzi rocks. This flag temporarily goes back into Stan's hand. Lots of infantry coming up here trying to deal with that, but these Dragoonies really do not stand much of a chance against Streltsy SVTs. Even with the Bren gun, like these Streltsy SVTs aren't great, but they do have semi-automatic rifles, and semi-automatic rifles, not a lot of suppression. They do drop models. Sexton's firing once again, almost out of HE shells now. Archer coming in, lots more Streltsy to reinforce this position here. And they might actually just push for it. Crusader AA not in position to take care of that. Come on, Crusader AA. Just get on the road. Actually gets off the road. And more into this position here. But there's two T-34s here, and the 17-pounder's going to have to move to take care of that. Actually moving back for the time being. Another 17-pounder coming in for this side. But there are units here. And, well, you're going to drop a 17-pounder on enemy units. You should see it, too, with the Ostermark, too. So, I'm not sure why the 17-pounder is going there. Crusader AA. Oop. Fall pack on the Yak there. Always dangerous, though, when these Crusader AAs have to start firing at airplanes, though, rather than the infantry you want them to be shooting at. 4 Cromwell 5s coming in. Some income being banked there. Fireflies coming in at close range. The T-34s are still a big threat, but slowly the infantry here is going down. Actually, this flag dropping. It's a 16-8 again. 2 minutes. 38 minutes into this game. What a nail biter. Firefly is going to come up. Ooh, artillery leader might actually go down here, depriving vital veterancy for this Firefly. Oh, please don't say you're going to start firing HE. You are. Come on, you need to start shooting at the T-34 here. 59, the half-track's rushing forward. These units are still holding on to this. Crusader AA is now moving forward. Half-track should get on target to the 37mm, as this also Carney is going to get surrounded here. Fireflies, though, are moving up, and this infantry is seriously getting shot at. All that Dragooni has to do is reveal this for a little bit of a tick, and these Crusader AAs can just tear it a new one. But yeah, with the center position going down, he's going to hope these Cromwells can perform a miracle like that opener. Once you lose this hill, it'll be very hard to get back onto it. And down south, well, they are in position. I wouldn't want to Q move them and take shots at that Firefly, but definitely something can be done down here. This housing arrangement being very precarious sometimes. Just because of this last house, right? You can just hide things in here, and it's happened multiple times. You need like a Piet or something, or even a Panzerfaust to root it out. Firefly moving forward though, really just pushing for those flags now. Alzocarni's still not spotted. Crusader AAs and the multiple Cromwell here are just surrendering units left, right, and center as the Su-85 gets the snipe on the Firefly as it was fast moving towards this flag. Ooh, dangerous, dangerous stuff here. These Cromwells are going to be just quick moving. Alzocarni is going to be forced back here. Causing a big salient here as the Crusader AAs get up close and personal, hoping to surrender that, no doubt. It is 12-12. This flag is at risk, though. There is one Firefly versus an Su-85 here, and if that goes down, well, that would be it. Alzocarni, though, falling back. There's no recon here to spot it, so potentially the Alzocarni could just sit over here, right, return to the front line, come back, and then capture this flag, no problem, without being spotted, which would be very much the danger. Tanner, as efficient as the first Polish is, you can tell that his units have slowly been going down as the Streltsy SVT gets the shot onto the thing here. And there's no infantry really to spot for these tanks, so they can only shoot at when they get shot at. And yeah, it is dangerous to be rushing tanks into Panzerfausts. This Alzocarni walked past two Crusader AAs all the way over there, and he's still got one man left. Just discussing units, I think. The fallback definitely needs to be nerfed on, in general, I think. And it might actually happen soon, according to Gonzo. So, good luck with that. Cromwells are doing good damage on these Streltsies. There's more tanks coming in rather than infantry. I wonder if he's out of the infantry. M5 half-tracks, two of them, coming in to try and retake this flag as the tanks, like I said, are just going to park themselves here, putting it back at a 14-10. He's going to have to push from his flags. Alzocarni does exactly what I say up here. Yeah, T-34E. Ooh, take a shot at the Streltsy. Can't really afford to go down here, but it does. And now no units to take back this flag. The Cromwells really have to push for this. Right, and there's still something in there to kill. He's just got to move the Cromwells directly out of the flag, desperately hoping to prevent a surrender. But the Panzerfaust here. Ooh, I think that actually missed. Which might gives the Cromwells a brief time to pin it down, but no, they're firing at something else. Does get the shot on there. 12-12 for now. Crusader A was firing. Ooh. Second Panzerfaust goes off, but there's one too few to kill the Cromwells here. Potentially, that's not even what's needed, though. The last Cromwell goes down as this Streltsy gets pinned down, and now he's out of Panzerfaust. This had Kogobi coming in, though. And the tanks are in such a state. Well, they got another Cromwell coming in, another Firefly. Firefly, you gotta stay on the road. They gotta kill these. Ah. Going for the BA-10M from the looks of things. It's a 50 cals first back the Ouster. The Cromwell 7 is also not in position. Really got to be shooting at these units to take that flag as quickly as possible. Half-track coming around here. The Saxons are trying to move in, but are going to be taken out by Panzerfausts. These don't have the AP shells to really deal with things like that anyway, but actually get spotted, and because of return fire, Firefly does take them out. Just blindly pushing units forward here. T-70 does have to be a little bit careful. The Firefly should just move to take care of that. Crusader AA, oop. Yeah, but that's not Kokopi. Looks like they took out one of the things, and now they're just rushing forward desperately. But the BA-10M's got the side, and that is the victory for Tanner. Wow. Hell of a game for you today, lads. 4,400 kills to 4,755. What a showing. First Polish versus first Pancerna. What a mess. Yeah, look at that. If that Commander Sherman didn't go down, this might have been a very different game there. T-34E killed. And just the veterancy on those Cromwells. The rate of fire is so important on them. Sherman 3 is also doing good work. Surprised we didn't see more Piet kills. Saxons aren't really paying off. But the Crusader A is doing great in their roles, respectively. Very good showing. But it's all about efficiency with the first Polish. And if you look at these infantry kills, right, a lot of these also Carney more than paid off. Which is exactly what you need to do. And like a 270 kills 1 Cromwell, more than paid off for it. And 2 other vehicles, 3 other vehicles even. So, yeah. Well played to both players. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Because I sure did. And well, see you next time. Goodbye.